Why do some English learners sound more natural than others?
Have you ever heard someone say, "She has yellow hair"? You would understand them, but it sounds slightly unnatural to a native speaker. They would almost always say, "blonde hair." This is because English isn't just a list of individual words and grammar rules, it is a language of collocations, natural combinations of words that habitually occur together. Today, we are starting a new course on lexical collocations. By the end of this series, you will stop thinking in isolated words and start thinking in chunks, which is the secret to true fluency.
What exactly is a collocation?
Simply put, a collocation is the habitual co-occurrence of lexical items. It is the company a word keeps. Think of them as the building blocks of the language.
The lexical approach. A new way to learn.
For decades, English was taught as grammar plus vocabulary. But in the early 90s, a researcher named Michael Lewis revolutionized this with the lexical approach. He argued that language consists of grammaticalized lexis, not lexicalized grammar. This means that the unit of language in your brain isn't the single word, it's the chunk. When you learn a phrase like, "I'm going to," or "keep in touch," your brain stores it as one single piece of information. This reduces your cognitive load, allowing you to speak faster and more accurately, because you aren't building every sentence from scratch.
The different types of collocations.
Not all collocations are created equal. They generally fall into two categories: grammatical, like a verb plus preposition, and lexical, combinations of content words. In this course, we will focus on lexical collocations, which follow specific patterns. Verb plus noun. For example, withdraw an offer or inflict a wound. Adjective plus noun. For example, a daunting task or pricey restaurants. Adverb plus adjective. For example, stunningly attractive or deeply offensive. Noun plus noun. For example, a lick of paint or a surge of adrenaline.
Strong versus weak collocations.
You also need to understand the strength of the bond between words. Strong collocations. These are very closely associated. For example, inclement weather. The word inclement is almost never used with anything except weather or conditions. Fixed collocations. These cannot be changed at all, like to tie the knot, meaning to get married. Weak collocations. These are flexible. Many words can pair with them. For example, you can have a big house, a big decision, or a big mistake. Using collocations correctly makes your academic writing more cohesive, readable, and professional. Instead of using simple words like very, you can use intensifying adverbs to sound more precise, like saying someone is blatantly obvious or spotlessly clean.
Subject-based collocations or learning by topic.
In the next parts of this course, we are going to make things even more practical by focusing on topic-based collocations. Rather than learning random word pairs, it is much more effective to study combinations that belong to a specific subject, just like the way professional course books are organized. For example, when you want to describe a city, your brain shouldn't just reach for the single word city. Instead, you should learn the natural chunks that go with it, like sprawling city, residential area, or high-rise flats. If you are describing the atmosphere, you might use phrases like pavement cafes, or mention the noisy traffic. By organizing your vocabulary into subjects, such as work and study, leisure, or people, You create a mental map that makes these phrases much easier to recall in real-world situations. This subject-based approach is the same method used in advanced textbooks to help you move beyond basic English. Remember, don't learn words in isolation. Learn them in subject-based chunks. Thank you so much for watching the first part of our educational series on English fluency. We hope this lesson helps you move away from isolated word lists and start mastering the chunks that make your English sound natural. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support is what allows us to create more content and continue building these specialized courses for you.